Okay, and we're back for another Attack on Titan episode because we got back-to-back episodes today. So yeah, previous episode was really good as usual. I got a bit passionate again. Some of the stuff that happened there, Aaron was pissing me off as usual. You know, that's just my opinion, my standpoint on it, and the way he went about it. Sure, it made it look like some of the stuff could be true, and I can understand that. But also at the same time, you could literally see he's like trying to get inside their heads and manipulating them when they're the only ones who know how they actually feel. But yeah, he made them doubt themselves and everything like that. Hey, we here for the next episode. We're not gonna go much into the next one. If you would like to see the full reaction and reaction to other anime not on YouTube, consider joining me on Patreon. I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, let's watch ourselves some amazing Attack on Titan once again. Yeah, now we're getting Zeke's backstory completely. Tiny bird cage. Is that Grisha? Aldean? Yeah, but what is he? Oh, he's a Malian. See, it's shit like this that I hate. I hate shit like this. Yeah, because they're the ones that act. Your kind slaughter counter. Yeah, but the people standing in front of you is actually the people that did it, right? They murderers. They murdered those people, huh? Yes, I hate that logic. Just because of your kind or your ancestors, now you're being held accountable for what they did. They didn't do anything wrong. Makes sense. Yeah, Zeke's probably trying to change it, but his choices. I'm at the end of this background. I still probably couldn't care less. He got what he deserved. Like playing with people's lives like that. There's always another way, and he could have. He said then he could have spoken with people, but no one would understand or something like that. Then try at least. Oh, this is when Zeke was in the army. Oh, that's the guy who was playing baseball with him. He was the peace titan before. There's his grandparents. Social dance club. Yeah, it was actually those meetings to liberate Aldeans. Yeah, now the Aldeans who had nothing to do with it have to pay for it. Yeah, what bullshit. Why do you have to atone for it when you did nothing wrong? Now, because he understands, they're gonna read him some kiddie stories. Oh, there's the current commander. Maybe just wanted attention from his dad. Oh, that is so sad. Oh man, now he's getting exposed to this, like, one group of people telling him one thing, the other telling him the other thing. That's just gonna confuse him. It didn't end up like that. Oh, there's the current beast titan. Oh, that probably explains why he throws the rocks and stuff like that when he's the beast titan. Tom Xaver. Titan research. That's probably why Zeke knows so much about Titans as well. And he just wanted to play with his dad. Now he's got something to play with. Grice? Is that like Falco and what's his name's dad? Grice. If Zeke isn't chosen, the plan's finished. Yo, he just wants to be like a normal kid and play catch dad and everything, but they're putting all this pressure on him, man. That doesn't help if you get those looks as well. Wow. They were so obsessed with this plan, saving Aldi and everything in their whole rebellion plan. It's like it's all hanging on Zeke. Now there's been so much pressure put up and he just... it's difficult. That's probably why he sold him out, one of the reasons probably. Touched something. Hatred and war seems so trivial because it fucking is. Two decent people. Well, Zeke's not one anymore. But it, Grisha really did went on like that? Shit. Yep, that's when he knew. Wow, Grisha, really? That is unnecessary. That's what probably created him the way he is now. I don't know, devils. Wow. Now it's gonna get even worse. Yeah, but spend some time with your kid as well. Yeah, we understand that, but you're being too rough. And like pinning. That's probably where it turned. And you're pinning just everything on him. And it's so. For a kid, it's so terrible. You can see he just wants to be a normal kid. He doesn't want to be part of this. Every time he sees a kid play with his dad or anything, he just wants that. Now they're putting all these high hopes and everything on him for him to get into a warrior and like infiltrate, and it's part of their plan. But yes, I understand they want to restore Eldians and liberate and all this stuff against what Mali's doing, because it's wrong what they're doing. Like they want to make it better, but they are maybe a little bit too obsessed with it. Yes, they are so dedicated to it, but they're neglecting their son and using him for the plan, and just like putting all this pressure on him, that he even the fact that it's his own son, he should care about him now because he's not performing, and he probably won't be able to get chosen and infiltrate and all this stuff will be a success to their plan. Now he's just scoffing at him, not looking at him, and making him feel unwanted. I'm sorry, but that was Grisha's own fault for what Zeke has become. He's partly to blame for what Zeke has become and why he betrayed him, all stuff like that. Like there was another way to do that. You didn't have to be so harsh. You couldn't even not just exclude him out of the plan. Find some other way. Just put all your hopes on a poor child and put all this pressure on him and something he doesn't want to do, that he doesn't need to do. Oh shit! He told him. He probably told him. He probably told Zeke to do what he did. Yep. Wow. They have been terrible to him, but man. That's still rough and terrible choice. Wow. His throw is getting even better. Oh, his time is arriving. That's probably where he got the whole gimmick with Wayne B-side and throwing like that. Oh, there's a bunch of them, huh? Big, Bertoldo, Porco, Annie, Rainer. What was Porco's brother's name again? I forgot his name. Marcel. So he obviously inherited all of his memory, so he knows so much about Titans because he researched Titans. Anatomy as well. What? Because of the founding Titan? Wow. That is interesting. Founding Titan make it to such a we can't bear children. Shit. That's what he's thinking, huh? That's still a terrible way to look at it. They got punished. Oh. No ways. That is ridiculous. That people go to those extremes to think like that. Why do you have to feel like that? Okay, yeah, I understand that, but come on. Yo, by making some of them suffer even more. Something I haven't told Marley. A way to break the vow renouncing war. Okay, it's that. If a Titan with royal blood comes in contact with Founding Titan, yeah. Founding Titan. That's why he needs Eren. And there he goes. Oh, that's what they told him. Oh, that was probably. Oh, no, never mind. That was probably before they attacked in that third season, where the three of them attacked the scouts with Peak along with them. That father. Well, he did treat him terribly, but jeez. I don't know who to believe anymore. Huh. That's when they had their talk. Now, please let us know. Yeah, Yelena did tell him. Okay. Euthanization plan. That is also terrible. Hmm. Wow. Oh, if you hadn't been born. That is stupid logic. Royal bloodline. Oh, he's got Dinah's blood as well.
お前はこれからクセ巨人の口の中で自分の体が咀嚼される音を聞きながら死ぬわけだが、お前に救ってやったんだ。そいつらから生まれてくる命を。
See, that's stupid. That's an idiotic way of thinking. He actually just went and did it. Is Levi gonna get away? No shit, Levi. Are they gonna see the smoke? They're gonna know where he is. And Levi took him away. Oh my god. Levi, no. He didn't get away in time. I definitely hit him. Shit. He didn't expect him to do that. Damn it. That was really good though. Man, the suspense in that episode. Jeez. I was just way too engulfed in that episode. I was... Euthanization plan. Like, get rid of them all. Can't be any more children. There's no more Titans, but you're killing people in the process. Well, what they probably want to do is alter their body so they can't have children, right? But still, that's like taking a bunch of people's basic rights away as well, then, because if they want children now, well, guess what, you can't have it just because of what your ancestors did or didn't do. At this point, we don't even know what is actually true, if they did it attack or is that still a huge lie, like Eren's dad said. Like, who to believe? Like, who told Eren's dad all that? Like, was it the owl? I can't remember. Like, what's the actual truth? So we know exactly the way Eren is acting right now, but I thought it was gonna, yes, it's something huge, but I thought it's gonna be something like, oh, I sort of understand. No, I don't. That doesn't justify going around slaughtering people still. And then now this euthanization plan. That's so stupid. And in the process of that, you're killing people too. In the build up to that. I don't keep you are safe people. Zeke said they are bullshit. Still, the way Marlians are acting towards them are freaking terrible. And it's probably not, they are brainwashed. Probably. Yes, they really wanted to change this world, but man, they were putting way too much on Zeke. And no, it's not an excuse for the way, for what he's doing right now. I don't care what your past is. But yeah, it still makes for a really good story, but yeah, that's just my take on it. That's an interesting little thing. So that's where Zeke / the Beast Titan got his little gimmick from throwing the rocks and everything like that. He was good at baseball, you know, pitching or throwing. That's why he's always doing that when he's in Beast Titan form. So that's how he's useful in battle. His arms, throwing arm. It makes probably extra strong with that freaking long arm that a Beast Titan has as well. Yeah, but then this poor kid. Then one side is telling him this and the other side's telling him that. And where you're a little kid and you're not that experienced yet and you know who to believe. I mean, jeez, come on. One's telling him that this story about the subjects of Vermeer and what they did in the Titans attacking back then. The other one's saying it never happened, and at this point I'm saying who the hell do we believe? I'm sort of leaning to the way that this never happened. It's just because it doesn't seem like Emir or the people would like how King Frisk just stopped and retreated and he was never going to attack anything like that. It doesn't seem like they would do something like this. But on the other hand, why is Marley like, why are they like this? Something obviously did happen. So maybe that war did happen and it really did happen and thousands of them got killed. That's where they got their grudge for against the aliens. I don't know at this point. I have to go rewatch episodes and to make myself a clearer picture again. And the people who have the Titans memories aren't making it very clear of exactly what did happen. Especially Eren. Maybe Eren probably knows. He's got the founding titan, so he's probably got all those memories. Unless he's not unlocked them yet, but we're just driving him to do what he's doing. But so maybe that did it. That did happen. He just really wanted that. But I can understand Grisha's drive and whatnot, but he's so focused and obsessed with it that he doesn't even make a smidgen of time for his own son. Just to do basic stuff like that and whatnot. Like, come on. Like there, he's finished early with work. Like you can spare half an hour at least. Like that's just gonna end up driving Zeke away. And started seeing him as his real dad. He was actually spending time with him. Yeah, but what happened to him is tragical as well. And for him to see this, he's trying his best. And now they're just ending up even putting more pressure on him. And then he's out there trying his best, and you can see his parents standing there, and he's just like, "There's no way to treat your son." He's just so. Dinah looks like she actually did care, but he's so obsessed and focused with this restoration plan of the Aldeans and whatnot, and their little rebellion and trying to liberate the Aldeans. I understand that, but he's acting way too harsh. It's just like it's almost like he's just looking at Zeke as the most important part of the plan, like some tool, and if he can't accomplish it or be part of it, he's just like, nah. And I don't like that. That's something. What is that? Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with trying to do that. That's probably just what Zeke was trying to be. He didn't care about all this stuff. He just wanted to be a normal kid. Yeah, Grisha, like honestly. Grisha didn't treat him well, honestly. He's way too obsessed. He just told them to report them. That's the only way to live. Man, they actually did it. They were terrible to him, but jeez. Zeke with one part of the story, and then Grisha at Paradise Island, the owl saving him, that was the attack titan. He's got his memories and he's telling him one thing. Then Grisha got his memories. Grisha got the founding titan's memories. So at this point, who do we believe? Because Grisha also had his reasons then. At this point, it was just for restoring Aldeans. Owl saved him, gave him the attack titan power, told him useful information, and got his memories, and Grisha saw it, and he went on with his side of the plan. Like, at this point, it could be anyone that's in the right. I might be missing things, but it's either Zeke's. Well, I don't agree with Zeke's and those plans. I think whatever Grisha had in mind may be better, but he was just too obsessed, and then his decisions and stuff also led to this with Zeke, like literally neglecting him and treating him the way they did. And then he carried out his plans further inside the walls, and it's almost like he didn't ever pin it on Eren, but when he gave him the injection and made him eat to get memories and everything, like that scene made him look really desperate again and carry out that whole plan. Ugh. Jeez. It's a mess, but it's a really good story. This is interesting. Rewriting their memories, yes. Change the anatomy of their bodies. Pandemic population just vanished from Aldean Empire. So the king at the time used the founding titan to change how their bodies work. That's where Zeke got this bloody terrible idea. Can't bear children. That is terrifying. This euthanization plan. Talk about restoring Aldeans and bringing back and liberating them and all things like this. This is just like wiping them out. They're not gonna bear any children. They're gonna die out. No one's gonna carry on the blood and the generation and everything. There's gonna be no Aldeans left. Is that this great master plan? And probably at the end of the day, watch that this isn't even, probably not even true what Marley's saying about what the Titans did back then and the subjects of Ymir and whatnot. And oh my word, this might have a terrible ending, this anime. Not terrible like in bad, but I mean like they might have a terrible realization at the end. I think that like they're missing a real truth or something here. And wiping out the Aldeans / Titans is not the way to go about it. This is not the solution for me. This is not the way to do it. Grisha's plan, yes, he was too obsessed. I don't agree with how he did things, but I can't remember exactly what his entire plan was, but just the general plan of liberating Aldeans. It's difficult to say they could have done this completely without bloodshed, because the Malians, you're not gonna just like go like this and they're gonna see, oh, they're not Devil's Barrier Island, all like that, but just like work towards it. There's a much better way of doing this. That's the way for me to do it. It wouldn't have been that easy, I know, but that just makes more sense to me. instead of just stupid euthanization plan. Did they realize what they're doing by doing this euthanization plan? It's like they're slowly believing you're like, we are the spawn of the devil, subjects of Mir, like all of us Aldeans and what should die out. Infiltrate and try and take down Marley and the higher ups and abolish that system and get everyone to live equally and see it and everything. And it's more effort and it's more difficult to do, but come on. The way this transition was good and scary at the same time. Their brain was to this point that she literally slit her own throat and a little child. That did a little innocent child as well. Just because she's married to a Aldean and he bad Aldean blood. Like for me, this is what Marley created. Brainwashing them like this. See, now they take up this mentality. This is actually stupid. If only I hadn't been born in this world. They're not suffering. Yes, these are suffering, but then liberate them. Don't euthanize them and make them all die out. How's that freedom? By the way, there was conflict all the time, like Anna said. Doesn't want conflict. Why do it without conflict? But what they want to do now is technically stop life from going on. The cycle. Brainwashed by him. Now, let's see at this point, who's brainwashing who? I'm still leaning toward the Marley side, to be honest. Because obviously Grisha had his memories that he got from the owl and everything like that, and he had his reasons for doing this, like, but I can't agree with Eren and Zeke's plan. So Aldous hadn't been born. No. I can't believe that that's the way they're looking at this. Yeah, you can look at it that way, but you don't want to live or create life? You wish you weren't born. That's the most idiotic reasoning and way to think. There's no great version than never. Yeah. Now I'll just go ahead and laugh at Eren and Zeke. Yeah, I don't care. Idiots. He actually went and did it with Levi right there. Shit, I hope Levi's okay. But this scene was freaking well done. It was so well done. Man, it like almost held my breath here. It was so tense. No, and Eren and everyone, they're probably gonna see this fire. They're gonna know where to go. Doubt maybe Levi won't be able to get up and yeah. Oh, jeez. The story is so good. I do just get passionate about my views and opinions on it, but yes, we all do have them and we just need to respect each other. That's a 9 out of 10. That episode as well is just full reaction to other anime not on YouTube. Consider joining my Patreon, please. I think I said at the start, but yeah. Anyway, I would greatly appreciate it if you enjoy the content. And yeah, now I have to wait an entire week again, but yeah. Next episode's probably gonna, well, every episode's huge. Just Attack on Titan. It's been so good so far, but yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.